ATL at Night. We need some Future instrumentals. I even take some Lil Jon instrumentals. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because you're like, nobody knows.
So, for the world that doesn't know who I am your girl. I am Atlanta's finest. I am the realest one that you will hear. I am gonna give it to you straight, no filter. I am your girl, Queen Alpha Shawn, and I am here, ATL at Night on Fusion Radio. Make sure you download that app. You can watch us on Facebook Live, YouTube. If you have a Roku TV, download the Fusion Radio app, and you can watch us live right now, okay? And we have our Dirty 30 podcast right after our radio show, and we are live here with Ian Burke, okay? Yes. ATL legend. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, fine.
Ian was a little shaky about what Dirty 30 is. This is our first Dirty 30 podcast.
Yeah.
First time on the air.
I'm popping the cherry.
Ooh, that's
for the Dirty 30.
Chill. Okay, we're going to jump straight into it. Ian Burke, for those who don't know, is a legendary music executive in Atlanta. He's known for can you tell them? Make your own introduction.
Well, yeah. Let me
talk your shit during this one. We talking speed.
All right, yeah. So
get dirty, honey.
Okay, so we're talking Outkast. We're talking Arrested Development. We're talking TLC.
No scrub.
We're talking Escape.
Kick it.
We're talking Akon.
Locked up.
Mister with Bobby Valentino. We're talking Soleil.
Yeah.
And on the producer-songwriter level, we're talking about Dallas Austin, Jermaine Dupri, Organized Noise, Tricky Stewart, The Dream, Shakespeare. And I forgot to mention, still working a little bit with Sierra.
Yes!
Working a little bit with Kerry Hilson in the beginning stages of their career. So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Can I jump straight into it?
Jump straight into it, darling. The water's fine.
You knew Left Eye, right?
I knew Left Eye. Yes, I did.
That was like what kind of how would you describe your relationship?
Left Eye and I's relationship was like a big brother, baby sister type of vibe. We loved each other and we fought each other. You know what I'm saying? And but we would always come back. We'd always come back to the beginning or the essence of the relationship, and we were tight.
Okay, so the thing about this is not the quiet storm.
Right.
All right, we already did the soft, touchy stuff.
Right.
I'm gonna ask the stuff that the people may want to know.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
This is why it's 30-30.
All right.
Fact or fiction? Was Left Eye as crazy as people said it? And when I say crazy as people said, Andre, her estranged ex, quote unquote, came out with his own documentary. Did you feel that there was any truth into the claims that he made against her versus what was portrayed out there?
Lisa loved fiercely, and I'm not sure if I saw Andre's documentary. I do know Andre because he was around all the time, at a certain time in Lisa's life. But the thing of it is like Lisa loved hard. And she was
I love hard too.
Yeah, she was deeply in love with that man. And when people love hard, sometimes they do crazy things in the name of love. So, and it's not just said on Lisa, like everybody does that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does foolish things, you know what I'm saying? So, and then folks want, well, she burned down the house. Oh, she didn't mean to burn down the house. That was not her intent.
And even if it was, I mean, we gonna vouch for her anyway, because we all, it don't matter. She did what she had to do.
And you saw her in the pictures the next day with a black eye. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was a very, very strong. I don't want to say that Andre was an abusive guy because, you know, Lisa could jump on you quicker than, you know, her
domestic violence is very real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But on both sides, because women can give it sometimes just as much. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't there for a lot of the arguments. When I saw them, it was all lovey-dovey. You know what I'm saying? But we talked about it, and I heard the stories.
Okay. Jump into that because I feel like that's dead, no longer relevant or important. What is juicy that I heard about, somebody brought up to me, was did she have a relationship with Tupac? Did he pick her up from the crib?
She had Tupac.
I'ma just ask it. I'm gonna just be flat out.
Like I do not know if she actually had a physical relationship with Tupac. I do know that Tupac was always at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, they was really cool.
Yeah, they were cool. Like, that's how I met Pac.
What?
I woke up one morning to Pac.
Yeah, let me touch you. You what?
Yeah, definitely. That's how
He
I
was
met
cool?
Pac. Yeah. He was cool because
But it was just friends, like in the industry, like we just cool, chilling,
and that's how they played it off. That's how it was. Like,
they might have been flirty, but it wasn't nothing serious.
Well, of course, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she was very attractive to Pac. You know what I'm saying? She was very attracted to Pac. You know what I'm saying? But you know, whether or not they went there, I can't say. But I do know that Pac spent a lot of time at the house with us.
That's
and
cool.
Spent the night. You know what I'm saying? So
this was during TLC. This was post No Scrubs.
Yeah, this was no Scrubs. No, this was this was
Creep. Where we at?
Between Ooh on the TLC tip and Crazy Sexy Cool.
Oh, this was. Oh, I love that album.
Yeah, it was around that time.
That's cool. Okay, jumping into Escape. How was it managing a girl group like that?
You know what?
And how deep was it? Was the situation with Escape, and how was it just managing that situation?
They were all high school girls. Unlike TLC, they were all. I think Tasha was a senior, but they were all high school girls, and it was fun. Like, you know, driving them around to talent shows and stuff like that. It was, to me, it was a great experience.
Is this when they did, you know, that video of them back in the day when they was on that TV show and they
that
was
on the BET, the
yes!
BET when they did the acapella.
Was you there?
I was not there. Actually, at that point when they did that show, I wasn't their manager.
Okay.
I wasn't their manager. They were with I can't. He was the boy. Remember that group, the Boys?
Yes.
They were with their father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? During that time period, yes.
How did that transition happen for you? Like,
well, you know, I still knew
because I know you still have a great relationship with all of them to this day.
Right.
So how did that transition happen for you, and how did that? Yeah, tell me how all that happened.
They were. I was still a new manager, and I was taking them to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Taking them, having them sing.
You're still being the good guy.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I wasn't moving fast enough for them. Like, they felt like they could move faster.
Because you didn't know as much then.
Well, no, not that. It's just like I wasn't that high-powered manager. Like, the Boys' father had success with the Boys, right?
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they're thinking, well, the grass is greener on the other side.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So they went and jumped, and then at the time there were 5 of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There was Candy, Tasha, Tamika, Tiny, and there was another. Who was it? Tamara.
I remember they mentioned her. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was 5, and the thing of it is that, you know, the manager didn't feel that he could move the group. And what I did was a year before, I had them sing for Jermaine. I planted a seed with Jermaine Dupri. The new manager felt like he couldn't do anything with him, so he cut him loose. So when he cut him loose, as fate would have it, like, Jermaine called me. He just got his record deal with Columbia Records, and he was like, "Yo, I wanna sign your group." So I went back to them and re-signed them to my management company, and at the same time signed them to Jermaine Dupri. And we started working on the album.
Which album?
The the first album, Humming Coming At You. Humming Coming At You. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's how that went.
Were you a part of the demise?
No, by that time, once again, I had removed myself from the situation. And I will be nice with this situation. There were other factors that came.
Nice.
There were other factors that
even though we're dirty
in.
30.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have since made peace with the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to dredge it back up and cause any type of animosity whatsoever. But there was friction between myself and another person who had come aboard to help me manage the group. And once again, I was like, okay, well, I want...
Everything ain't sweet. So
well, see, yeah, and that's the thing.
Get that.
You know, so
it can get a little dirty.
And I felt like the best way to handle this situation is to release the girls from my agreement and have them sign with another agreement. And, you know, I got broken off a percentage from the new manager, you know, so I was still making income. I still had a percentage of the group coming in from the new manager. So I was not making any decisions. The girls dealt completely with the new manager, and, you know, but I got my plaques.
So what you're saying is you can win if you don't play dirty.
You know, you can. You know what I'm saying? It's not the optimal thing, but you have to look in retrospect at your choices. Like, you could, once again, be an asshole and hold somebody prisoner in a situation, or you can let them fulfill their dreams. I just chose to let people fulfill their dreams. That's it.
How has that benefited you since?
It was freeing in a sense that I got to watch them blow up. You know, I got to watch them become while TLC was becoming the number one female, one of the top female groups in the pop era. Escape was kicking ass on the R&B side, on the urban side.
Okay, now here's where we get a little dirty.
Okay, let's do it.
And not about them, it's just about you. Okay, so that's great. They've done, okay, great. We hear about them all the time. This is about you.
Okay.
How has it affected you?
Well, you know...
And don't be real.
Well, you know, I feel like
you felt slighted.
I absolutely. I feel sometimes I feel slighted. I feel that I should be able to call on folks who I've helped in the industry. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
For what?
For anything. Like, if, you know, I'm into the whole film thing. I have a TV show that my brother and I developed called The Aquatics. And I feel like, I should be able to call certain people and be like, just take a look at it. Like, you don't have to do anything if you don't like it. But in the off chance that you do like the situation, you can help me maneuver this situation and get paid for it. You know, and
do you always do you always present it in a certain way, or do you just feel like you can just call upon these people?
Well, no, I feel like I have to have a reason to call. I don't call often. You know what I'm saying?
You don't.
I don't reach out and, you know, for every little thing. I have to know what I can reach out for to these people for. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like I don't get the audience that I deserve to get. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. But I always take it in stride, like they don't owe me nothing. Nobody owes me a damn thing, and I'm just gonna be real. That's the way I feel.
You gotta feel like that.
You know what I'm saying?
And you wanna know why? Yes,
I do. Tell me why.
We can only hold ourselves accountable. So even though you are so talented in doing what you've done for so long, what is it that's holding you back from getting the results that you want to get?
And that's the thing, man. It's like, trying to reach back out and try to make these people who have the money and the connections to make them even more, make them even more worthy. Because I don't step to anybody unless I feel like I have something strong. So if I'm calling you, Shawn, I'm calling you because I feel like I got that thing. You know what I'm saying?
And you do got that thing. You don't even know how much you're worth it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I feel like it's gonna come to pass.
And you discovered Left Eye. You auditioned her. You got T-Boz in the group. You know what I'm saying? You were a part of Escape's beginning and getting them to where, the position where they needed to be.
Absolutely.
I read upon the Twins and Jagged Edge, and I read upon Outkast. I read upon the film producing. I know everything that you've done.
Right. And you know what?
From the Bankhead Bounce, from the Freaknik music, from you sell yourself short.
No, I don't. I know what I've done for this music community here in the city. I really do. I know what my contributions have. No matter how people try to.
And what I mean that, like, not saying that you don't own it. What I want you to do is pop your shit.
Well, how about
and make people pay you for what you worth.
Well, how about I'm creating a docuseries about all of that. I've already started shooting last year.
How did they introduce Left Eye in the TLC movie?
That was totally wrong in the TLC movie. Yeah, that was fabricated.
So how didn't they put her like in a park?
She was outside as a street musician. That's
right.
How. Yeah. But you know what? Like, T.I. fought very hard to at least have my name mentioned in the movie.
Shout out to Southwest DeKalb once again. That's real Atlanta, okay? Yeah.
She fought hard, and there were a lot of people that didn't get their just due in that movie. I feel like that Rico should have got his just due.
Who's Rico?
Rico Wade introduced me to Tiana and Lisa. Mm-hmm. He's the one who brought Tiana and Lisa to the table for me. I feel like Jermaine didn't get his just due. Jermaine was the one who produced the first demos.
He was a little slighted. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is like, well, you can't. It's hard for you to tell that story without telling my story. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, I guess it was a little bit too much for them. So it's like, okay, let's go the Hollywood route and make Lisa a street musician, and we'll mention Ian's name in the, you know what I'm saying?
So I was like, okay. So that was fabricated. Who produced this movie again?
VH1 put it out.
Was
I'm
it
not
Wendy?
sure.
Who put it? Who?
No, that was Wendy did the Aaliyah thing.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's not miscredit.
Yeah.
We love you, Drew Sidor. You did your thing, baby.
No, actually, Lil Mama did I got the chance to meet her. I met Lil
Mama one time.
I got a chance to was that at Icon? Because she was at Icon shooting something.
I met her through CEO Matty J. He was a mentor of mine. He put me in a church. He said, if I'm gonna mentor you, you gotta go to my church. And guess who was in church that Sunday?
Oh, okay.
Lil Mama, honey.
I got to tell Little Mama that I felt like, and I wasn't fond of the casting at all. I didn't like Little Mama as Left Eye.
Really?
No, I did. This is before I saw it though.
Before you saw it.
Before I saw
it. But before you saw it, you couldn't picture. Who else did you picture?
I didn't picture Lil Mama.
Who did you picture?
I didn't have anybody in particular in mind, but I sure as hell was not thinking Lil Mama. You know, but she did such a phenomenal
have
job.
No clue who you wanted, but you know.
I just know I didn't want Lil Mama. But she did an incredible job. She did a phenomenal job, and I told her like, I showed her my poster and everything, my autograph poster, and I said, "You did such an amazing job."
She did great. She did. I don't know who else could have played the part. So I'm trying to figure out who did you think could have played the part.
I was just sitting there going, "Oh hell, to not Lil Mama, please, not Little Mama."
She did great. I think you judging her off something else. You judging her.
No, I'm not. I don't have nothing against that woman. Nothing. I just didn't feel like she could play Lisa. Like I knew Lisa.
Okay, so since Escape, okay, what you did? I know you got Berkeley Park. Am I skipping something? Since Berkeley Park, and just to let y'all know, he is recreating. You got to think with girl groups.
You know what I do? I do. You know, the thing of it is now is like there's no real girl groups out there, and Berkeley Park broke up. You know, they were.
Tell folks who Berkeley Park is.
Berkeley Park is Lyric Stewart and Blue, two incredible singer-songwriters with incredible voices. You can look up Berkeley Park on YouTube, and you can see some of their music videos that we
need to get Berkeley
created.
Park out here for real.
Oh yeah,
get them to sing on live.
Absolutely, because the audience would fall in love. They're just dope. They're too dope. They're teenagers. I got them when they were in high school. You know what I'm saying? And they're just dope. Just really, really dope. So yeah, I love.
So what are you creating when you create? What do you see their future like?
I feel like, honestly, I feel like they're the singing version of Outkast.
Of Outkast.
Of Outkast, yeah. I know that. You know what I'm saying?
That weird.
They have different styles. You know how Outkast has different styles, but it works between the two.
So we know Andre is like the weird one, and we know Big Boy is like the real nigga.
Or it could be the other way around.
Big Boy, we know we like Andre. We don't know how he feel today, sure.
You know, but you do know that when Andre drops a verse or anything like that, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted when I was working with Berkeley Park. I wanted them to be that really cold situation, be like an Outkast, a female version of Outkast, but they sing instead of rap.
Interesting.
That would make your eyes pop up.
It do. It got my brain working because I done met them a couple times. Right. So now I done heard them sing, not sing, sang. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, they could go for it, child. We're gonna have to get them on here.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely do that.
And is there anything you want to tell the world before we get you up out of here and get you back home safely?
I just really appreciate the opportunity to sit down, and even earlier just talk. I like talking about my career. I like talking about the pitfalls, and I like educating people so that hopefully they'll avoid the same mistakes that I made. Information once again is readily available to them. It wasn't so available to me coming up in this industry, what I'm saying? So, and let everybody know, man, that I'm doing what I do. Like, listen, I could die tomorrow and be happy.
You better not. I can't say the words. You don't do that on this show.
Listen.
Don't say that on this show.
I'm just saying that I just feel like everybody's goal in life is to create some sort of legacy for themselves.
Yes, it is.
And I feel like I've done that.
Hold on. Peter? Parker.
I was watching it live from my phone. So it was.
Is that what it was? I have enjoyed my life. I've done things that a lot of people wouldn't have been able to do.
I know.
Coming up in this thing, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. I feel like, and I still don't get it twisted. Like I got so much more to do. You know, like my show here at Fusion Radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we about to be co-workers again.
Yeah. Where Peter at? Peter disappeared. My show here on Fusion Radio and my TV shows. Like my show, The Aquatics, is going to get picked up. My scripted show, The Aquatics, that my brother and I put together, it's going to get picked up, and I'm going to show the world what I have as far as that. And once again, discovering new talent because there are new actors in there, fresh faces that people are going to fall in love with. And
I see why you need your own show, because we can't even get into everything this time.
For real, like, you know,
don't have to spread it out.
I could keep talking about it for forever and ever, but you know, I just appreciate the time, Shawn. Thank you for having me up here.
You're
inaugural guest on both shows, the Dirty 30 and the radio show earlier.
ATL at Night, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate being asked to be your first guest. It's an honor and a privilege.
I love you. You're my first friend, of course.
Your first friend?
You're my first friend.
Okay.
Peter, how we tune out this thing? This your girl, Shawn, Queen Alpha Shawn. We're done. We're giving y'all too much ATL at Night. Y'all gonna have to buy a plane ticket and come and get to the show.
When is it? Every Friday night, right?
Every Friday, 9 to whenever we tap out, because we might go over our time.
whenever we
might start late in Atlanta, because that's how we roll.